The 3 documents: level of expertise, risk assessment, value added, 2 pages max. No names. And it has to be supported by performance metrics. Now, there's an issue here where you see high rating requirements. Of course, it has to be simple. Of course, it has to be non-technical and project specific. Does it have to demonstrate high performance? This is a question to the procurement people. Somebody give me an answer.
I'd say no.
You're right. Yeah, who answered that?
Oh, Eric.
Yeah, you're accurate. Because what's high performance? We don't know. You just have to have the performance metrics that support that they did that project-specific type of project and had good customer satisfaction. Very good. Okay. This is our proposed weighting. Now let me ask the procurement people another question. Why do we weight level of expertise so high?
Because it actually will take care of 2 and 3 itself.
Yeah. Yeah. And we got this question, well, why are you changing this? I said, because we found out that selection committee people were actually thinking and making decisions on risk assessment and value added, which they had no business in doing. If the level of expertise is there, the other 2 will actually come along. And the interview, we kept it high because if anybody can fool you, you know, you deserve to be fooled. Yeah. And of course, the price is very important because by natural law, we're telling everybody when somebody's an expert, they'll always have a lower price because they can see into the future. They don't have to redo work. They're not going to redo work. And they're not going to need a contingency. They're going to have a low price. And people say, well, what's the difference between this and low bid? I said, I'm going to have to think about that. That's such a complex question.
Not very long, I hope.
Okay, now, this is the rating system description now. You can see it says performance claim with metrics. There's no high performance anymore. Wait, see that? Mm-hmm. 5 is insufficient metrics. Vague, requires decision making. Don't know, right? And look at 1, does not meet project requirements. Any questions here?
Dr. Dean, when we were in Salt Lake with you, when we were doing the custodial RFP, we got to kind of sit in on that one a little bit. We were there when the end users, when the stakeholders were actually ranking after we had a couple presentations. And one of the biggest hang-ups, if I remember, was at the time it was either 10 or 5 or 1. There was no 6 through 9. There was no 2 through 4. And people were like, well, what if I want to give them an 8? Because, you know, they kind of did a little bit. Do you still see that?
Yeah, you know, we still see people go, yeah, we want to give them an 8.5. We just let it go, and we recommend to the purchasing agent that he just changes it. See if it makes any difference, and if it doesn't make any difference, we can use our 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah, we've become really low key on anything like that. If it doesn't make a difference, just leave it in.
More about it. Okay.
Okay, and basically now, the project requirement now, we identify that we need to put more metrics in. And we tell the vendor that they have to give us the scope in the level of expertise. And the scope has to match the prospective project that they're bidding on. And this, of course, is pretty clear. We saw this one, seen this one now, but you can do this with anything. And it's amazing when you minimize the amount of information you tell the vendor. The vendor has to not only be an expert vendor, but they have to go find an expert. And we saw it, they ran an IT project, which they ended up not awarding. But I saw the submittals and knowing nothing about IT, knowing nothing about virtual platforms, I immediately knew who the expert was.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel for more content. If you have any questions about the best value approach or for Dr. Dean, leave them in the comment section below and we'll get to them in a later video. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.